Hi everyone, I'm Julie.
Hey, and I'm Deniz.
Welcome to our channel. We're here to do the July reflections, catch up with you, and then to see what the guidance is for us this month ahead.
Yeah, so July is for me personally always exciting because it's my birth month. And yeah, so because of the Cancerian energy, I think it's maybe important to look at that, the nourishing self. And we are the carers, but also to reflect upon that for yourself.
Yeah, it's so important. I've noticed in myself for the past, I think it must have been a week or something like that, and also with others around me, this real rising of feelings of not feeling good enough, feelings of self-value, self-worth. And it's something that I feel have adopted through the ancestral line, and it's really about acknowledging it and allowing it to be there if it is coming up for you,
Mm.
and then just to be keep going on and valuing who you really are, because it's during that process, allowing the old to come up and be released, that we allow the um, new beliefs about ourselves to be instilled. And this is part of the self-care that Denise was talking about as well. Because when we acknowledge ourselves and how we're feeling, and all that is going on for us, that's part of self-love and caring as well. We weren't really taught how to do that when we were younger, how to really um it's almost like whatever you're feeling, push that away. It's either not positive, it's not good for you, blah blah blah. But actually, we're in a new way of working now, and it's really about taking, really acknowledging who you are and what you're experiencing, and being okay with all of that, whilst nourishing and supporting yourself to move forward as well.
Yeah, very important. Thanks for sharing. It's always a great reminder as well. And I got actually a very fitting, suitable crystal with me here today. And if you follow my Instagram, you might have met this one not so long ago. It's a optical calcite. And optical calcite helps you with the eyes, but also with your vision. And I think today it's very much about that, to have clarity for yourself. So it's not,
That's so beautiful.
yeah, it's gorgeous. Hmm. So we got this energy with us. I just keep that in my hand. And then let's see what the cards have for us. What kind of messages
We'll
do you?
start with some tarot then. Yeah, no problem. Let's see, what's the message for us? Oops. Jumping out as usual. Message for us this July, month of, for Cancerians, for the home, for love and nurture. So we got the King of, I don't know if you can see that, King of Wands coming up at the bottom of the deck. So this is just about staying in your power, and it's such a big theme for this year. So for me, what I'm getting is, when you go into that space of really doubting yourself, or maybe just not even being grounded, in those thoughts of anxiety, fear, just feel like those things are running away in you. It's just about coming back into your center and grounding into that, your true power of who you are, breathing through it and coming back to who you really are. And that is being in your heart space, because our mind, that's where all the fears and pardon me, and anxieties reside. So it's okay, they can be there, but allow your heart to guide you forward. And what that means is just keep breathing. If you feel those things, just keep breathing until you feel like you're settling down into your body and into your heart space. And then funnily enough, the card that comes up first is the Three of Swords, which is about worries. It can be about heart pain as well, because when it can be painful. It is painful this time that we're going through, when we're releasing old things, because we're reviewing all of those things that hurt us in the past. And it's just about really being loving and supportive to ourselves during this time. Just in line with what we've been talking about, even at the very beginning, part of our self-care and part of being, nourishing people is doing that for ourselves first. So that's just a reminder to do that. And then, we got the judgment card come up, and with the judgment card, it's a major arcana card, so it's just saying that it's a big theme. And also you've got an angel that's coming down and kind of judging what's happening to the people below. And I see that as an old depiction of, someone coming to save you or judge your actions, but really it's about your own judgment about yourself. And it's time to really be aware of those judgments that we make, because they often don't really serve us. So, when you become aware of that voice in your mind or somewhere within you telling you, oh, I'm not enough, or no, I'm not doing a good job, or, just be kind to yourself. Acknowledge that voice, but having that consciousness of it is what will help you to change and shift it. And just keep that awareness about, what inner voice and workings are happening for you. And then we've got the Queen of Pentacles come up, which, I love all, all the court cards, especially the Kings and Queens coming up, because it's just about, again, coming back into that groundedness. And, she's abundant. She's got everything she needs around her. She's surrounded by nature. So it's remembering that you're safe, secure, you have all that you need around you. And, our fears, that they and our anxieties are what tell us, oh, we don't have enough, we won't have enough. And we always come from that lack perspective then when we operate from that space. But when we come from our heart space, that's when it's like, oh, there's always enough for us. We're always safe. We don't need to be in fear, and we can just be who we are. So, yeah, it's really summing it up, really about, being in our true power, not judging ourselves, being with what's, happening for us, even if it is painful, and knowing that we're safe and we will get through this. And coming from a space of love is what we're meant to do. That's what we came here to do and bring to the planet.
Perfect. That goes hand in hand with a couple of conversations I had today already, of course, about that when we're in the wobble and you're just coming out of your alignment, to come back into your alignment, reshuffle yourself, and, don't let these other thoughts take you into a downward spiral. But you realize,
Yeah.
the quicker you realize and observe, faster you can come back to your true alignment, which is purity. Thank you. That's amazing how that's really spot on again. So I'm going to do the same with my cards. Yeah, just asking for guidance, intuition.
Yes, please.
Any insights for July that we should share? Oh, that is really flying out. All right, that's the paradox. I'm just going to put it here just so you know it's live shuffling happening here. We got another. I'll show you in a second again, and let's see where we're going with this. And 26, the crone. Okay, awesome. So I tell you about the paradox. So this is exactly that mind shatter that can take place, where the paradox is, we know when we're out of alignment that we have to look after ourselves. We should be in our higher alignment and in the love space, in the heart space. But the paradox is, once you're starting to doubt or you're not looking after yourself, it just happens to go further down in the spiral. And that's the interesting paradox. And when you look at the card, you can put him actually upside down and there's another face in it as well. But we, at the end as well, we take a picture again. Yeah, so that's a strong message about that, to become aware whenever that happens, that the mind is taking over. and to bring yourself back into this beautiful alignment. I had to do it this morning myself, actually, where it's like, oh, hang on a second, faster you observe it, quicker you can come back into the higher alignment, which is your manifestation power, and where you feel really comfortable from within. And then number 59 is exactly that, the song. So this card speaks about the time that we're bringing back. It's really important for July to be in our full alignment, to listen to our path, our passion, to be in alignment with your higher self, yet be really grounded. And when you look at the card, it's quite illuminated around the forehead. So not to have clarity and focus rather than stagnation and muddled thoughts. So it's really straightforward, I think. And then the outcome card, the last message for July is the crown, number 26. And again, you have actually two faces. Isn't it interesting? Two cards with two faces. Because some people,
Wow.
the crown is a bit scary, but she isn't. She's just an old soul and she's full of wisdom. And that's what we remind you of today, is to come back to your true wisdom, because you know how it is to be in your true alignment with your heart. Oh, that makes me feel really expansive just saying it and sharing it. And when you look at the card, there's a pearl on it, and it's like we are gifted with knowledge and wisdom when we are in our true alignment with self. And that's the self-care, that's the focus and the directions, and that's a reminder of her to really step up. We have to do our work now. We can't just sit still anymore and let it all happen to us. You are the captain of this boat, so it's up to you to come into it, and then you will be gifted by the sheer awareness that you bring in for yourself and the nurturing of self. Then the expansion can take place. And I leave the message at that, because I really wants me to breathe it in deeply, this beautiful message that came, and I really feel it in my heart. And maybe take a few deep breaths with that as well, so it can really sink in, because these messages are really infiltrating into all of our systems. That's why you see we have quite an impact when we read for each other or for you guys at the same time. So I just keep doing a few deep breaths, letting all that fresh new energy come in, and exhaling all the old stagnation. It's time to shift, everybody. That's great.
Oh, thanks, Deniz. Yeah, I was just getting, when you're just talking, I was just getting chills, and I just couldn't stop moving, because just like so much energy is moving through, and it just reminds me that we're in such powerful times at the moment. And I don't know if everybody realizes it, but every day it's like something new, and really just to be with it and not be afraid that it's not something bad that's happening, despite what we may be being told on the outside. The more that we stay in our true center, we realize what's really happening, and just keep being in that loving space to yourself, and everything will just unfold as it's meant to, perfectly. So yeah.
Right, exactly right. Correct. That's the advice for July. And really, even if you watch this in a different time, it's a great advice at all times. Perfect.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you.
Oh,
It's always so good to connect on here.
amazing. Yeah, I always feel so good after these videos with Denise, so I love doing them. But yeah, thank you everyone so much for watching. We really appreciate you, and we really wish you well this month. And if there's anything that we can help you with, or you have any feedback, comment, please don't hesitate to reach out to us.
Yeah, that's right. And we're sending you all our love, and you have a great day. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yay.
Bye.